Well, Idahoans had the opportunity to make their voices heard in yesterday's primary election, but voter turnout in Ada County was even lower than expected. Kelsey McFarland explains why election officials say this likely won't be the case in November. She's live in Boise.
Well, Kelsey, about 17% of registered voters were expected to vote in yesterday's primary, and the actual number was about 15%. Now, the general election in November will likely be a different story, and thanks in large part to the presidential election. Election officers say May primaries typically see lower turnout numbers. But former Attorney General David Leroy says he's concerned. Overall numbers have been dropping for years.
The republic may be lost unless we have informed voters continue to participate in democracy.
Political analysts say presidential elections tend to draw more people to the polls than local and state primaries, which is why they say November could be a record turnout.
Almost everyone's going to show up to vote. We'll probably have in the mid-70s in terms of percent of registered voters who show up.
But many of the local questions, including bonds, levies, and recalls, won't be on the ballot.
Those questions aren't going to come back up in November. So while we'll have the president on the ballot in November, there are a lot of local issues, and those are the ones that impact voters directly. So we want people to show up and weigh in.
We really must focus on these local offices that will affect our daily lives.
In Boise County and Idaho City, those turnout numbers were much higher, closer to 40 and 50%. We'll have to wait another 6 months to see if that high expectation of voter turnout matches reality come November. Live in Boise, Kelsey McFarland, KBY2 News.
Thank you, Kelsey.